The House began the week with an announcement of additional joint legislative deadlines. Governor Tim Walz and legislative leaders agreed to the additional deadlines in the interest of providing an orderly and timely conclusion to the 2019 session.
By us agreeing that we are going to have bills going into conference on May 1st and agreeing that we will give at least fiscal targets by May 6th, and we will have conference committee reports back on the desks of the respective bodies by May 13th, that gives us that whole additional last week to iron out the inevitable problems.
This is an opportunity. We set out our normal first three deadlines, but then we have three other dates as far as how we move things and when we move things. And those are important and won't be easy. It won't be easy to get those done or agree to different points as we've marked out on the letter. But that is our commitment. We want the process to work, and we want Minnesota to engage at a deeper level.
Later that day, a member of the House said goodbye before officially resigning his seat. Former Representative, now Senator Jason Rarick, stepped down from his position in the House after winning a February 5th special election for the District 11 Senate seat. The Republican from Pine City was sworn in as the newest state senator on Wednesday. A bill that would make vaping and e-cigarettes part of the state's smoking ban was approved by the House Health and Human Services Policy Division on Tuesday.
The CDC reports that there were 1.5 million more current youth e-cigarette users in 2018 than in 2017. 1.5 million kids took up e-cigarettes in 1 year.
House File 349, sponsored by Representative Lori Halverson, would modify the Minnesota Clean Indoor Air Act to include activated electronic delivery devices used for vaping under its definitions of smoking and include products derived from nicotine, tobacco, marijuana, other plants, and synthetics intended for inhalation. The bill was approved as amended by the House Health and Human Services Policy Division Tuesday and re-referred to the House Commerce Committee. A bill that would amend state statute to stipulate that the voting rights of those convicted of a felony are only lost during their period of incarceration was approved Wednesday by the House Subcommittee on Elections. The subcommittee chair, Raymond Dean, sponsors House File 40. If signed into law, Minnesota would become one of 14 states to automatically restore voting rights to those convicted of a felony once they complete their prison term.
I believe it's time for Minnesota to move forward and update the way in which we treat those individuals who we expect to be great citizens and do all those right things.
House File 40 was approved and sent to the House Government Operations Committee. A proposal that would require employers to allow employees to earn a variation of paid time off was approved Wednesday by the House Labor Committee. Representative John Lesch sponsors House File 11. The proposed legislation would require employees to earn, at a minimum, 1 hour of paid, earned sick and safe time for every 30 hours worked, up to 48 hours per year.
In Minnesota, we want to be a caring state. We want our families to be healthy and safe, but right now that isn't the case for far too many people. So an estimated 36% of Minnesotans, working people, 932,000 Minnesotans currently do not have access to paid sick and safe time.
A number of testifiers spoke both in favor and against House File 11. For some, the proposed legislation would be very helpful.
The lack of earned sick and safe time put me in tough situations when I was a child, and it still does to this day. I now work 2 jobs, one in childcare, one in retail. I don't have sick time in either, and I have to make really difficult decisions to see if I can miss a day of pay to take time to care for myself when sick.
Others shared their concerns about the bill and the potential effect it could have on businesses.
When someone is entitled to something, they sometimes take it regardless if it's needed or not. This not only hurts us as a business, but also upsets their coworkers. It creates a strain on working relationships, production, and business profitability.
After a lengthy discussion, House File 11 was approved by a 10-4 vote and moved to the House Government Operations Committee. The House capped off the week by passing 2 bills off the floor. Representative Jennifer Schultz's House File 211 that would authorize licensed physical therapists to provide a medical statement that a person can use to obtain a disability parking permit or disability plates, and Representative Connie Bernardi's bill, House File 462, that would modify traffic regulations related to bicycles, both passed with a 122-0 vote. For more information on what's happening at the Capitol, check out our Session Daily coverage on the House website, www.house.mn/sessiondaily.